Welcome back, everyone. Jason here, back on the farm, and it's Monday morning, and we're gonna start getting our houses ready to go for a new flock of birds. We've got all the tractor work done, the blowing out and the pulverizing, and so now basically we just have to start getting all the inside work done. We got to lower the feed lines, lower the drinker lines. We have a flush solution that we have to put through our drinker lines to clean them out, and we'll get that set up this afternoon, and that sets overnight, and then tomorrow morning we'll flush all of that out. But in the meantime, we lower down the feed lines and lower the turbo mates, which I'll show you in a minute, and just little steps that we take to kind of get everything ready to go. So I'll show you that. Alright, so after the tractor work is finished, pulverizing, blowing out, all of that, and we're ready to start getting the inside of the houses ready to go, the first thing we have to do is go around and take down all of the cords and hoses that we have to put up, and I'll show you one. So when the catch crew comes in at the end of a grow out to pick up the birds, they ask us to raise everything up, and then all of the hoses and cables and things that are hanging down, they ask us to put those things up just so that the catch crew, they're not hitting their heads on them, and forklifts are running up and down the middle here, and so we want to make sure everything is up and out of the way. And so before we can lower these lines down, obviously we have to take all of this down, otherwise it'll cause problems. So I'm going to get busy doing that. So in our houses, we use these turbo mates. You see the red pans that go all the way down, and in between each pan we have these turbo mates, and basically it's just to provide more feed. Some farmers use little individual trays that they slide under, and in place of these would be a little drop tube. We use those here for years, and we just find these to be a lot more convenient. So now I go through and turn each one of these down, kind of shake them out a little bit, but get them all turned down, and then we can later on we can lower all this down to the floor. Okay, well, first maintenance issue for today. The feed line has gotten turned a little bit off center. These turbo mates, the weight of them sometimes will shift and rotate the line, and so we got to tweak it back just so that those holes will drop feed down into the pans right. So not a big deal, but the trick is we got to loosen two of these brackets, one down here and one down at the other end where that other pan is turned up, and the trick is to get those loose without breaking them. So we'll see how it goes. All right, before I do this, I always hit it with a can of PB Blaster. This is your friend here on the chicken farm. Alright, so I got it loose at both ends, and the easiest way I found to straighten these, and you can do the whole line this way, but is to take one of these other pans, turn it upside down, and then just use it as a lever to, see if I can do it one-handed. And that straightens it out. Now you see all of these are kind of tilted up a little bit because I turned the whole line, but that's pretty good. Once the feed lines are all squared away with the turbo mates, the next thing we do is we lower down the drinker lines to about shoulder height. And there are several things we have to do to get our drinker lines ready to go. The first thing we do is we walk the lines and inspect each one of these little drinker nipples. And the reason we do that is we're checking for any of them that are broke or missing or loose. And I'll show you an example of what I mean. I'm in the process of doing that, and I found one. You see how this one here is turned just slightly. And there are several reasons why that happens. The chickens can do it, the catchers can do it, we can do it just bumping into them. So they should be on straight like this one, where it's on there good and tight and it's locked straight. If we leave it like this, what'll happen is over time the chickens will start pecking this thing and it's gonna fall out and water is just gonna pour on the floor and we've got a mess. It's happened too many times to count. So that's why we walk the lines, because we're looking for that. So now it's fixed, I can move on. But that's an important step, something we learned a long time ago. If we don't do this, we'll end up with a mess when we turn the water on.